Hotel brothers, sisters, Black Power. As always, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers, my sister, my in-laws, my father, and all of our brothers and sisters who are fighting for the liberation and salvation of our black nation. Also, I want to give a shout out to all my subscribers, my supporters, my donors, my brothers and sisters who I build with by way of phone or texting. You know, I appreciate your calls. I appreciate your questions. And as well as shout out to Sister Gladys Holcutt and her mother. I believe her name is Holcutt as well, and her nephews. I appreciate you all very dearly. And I told Moms I was going to make sure that I gave her a shout out today, in which I am doing right now, Moms. You know, here at the Street Law Soldiers headquarters, we love you. Also to Sister Diane Nelson, who you all know by now because I always mention the work that she's doing up in Connecticut, feeding and clothing our unfortunate brothers and sisters up there, and also the ones that are struggling with drug and alcohol abuse, by way of providing coffee, conversation, and stepping to these goddamn pigs. And this is a queen, a straight up queen, that is demonstrating more heart and balls than a lot of you motherfuckers out there that do a lot of talking and criticizing. Some of these queens got more motherfucking substance than some of you niggas. And it's a fucking shame. If it were me, I would step my game up 5,000%. And I just wouldn't be one of those niggas that does a lot of talking, that portrays to have an abundance of knowledge and a wealth of knowledge and no substance, because I'm not putting none of it to use, because I'm not helping anybody. So, just words of advice, you know, don't take it personal, but if you do, fuck it. It is what it is. I want to also mention today, as far as how our black youths, our babies, are at war with these motherfucking crackers. I hope nobody hasn't forgot 12-year-old Tamir Rice, who was executed by a motherfucking pig, a white pig. Now, you also have to remember this, that these crackers are in a vigilantism, and they are in a mode of terrorism that they inflict on the black community daily. And we're not doing shit about it, but whining while they induce and inflict their cowardly form of militancy on our babies. And we need to step up our defense and our counteract in terms of violence. Our shit needs to be stepped up 1,000%. And see, as long as you niggas are going around saying, you know, don't fight fire with fire, you know, listening to these motherfucking scared ass preachers who want to enjoy riding around in their Lamborghinis and their Bentleys and flying in their helicopters in peace, they're going to tell you not to fight back, because they have everything. You have nothing. And in order for them to keep what they got and continue to get more through their fucking greed by lying through false testimony and false evangelism, they got to keep you pumping them up. They got to keep the money coming from the poor. So they're going to tell you, you know, don't pick up the weapon. Let these motherfuckers continue to kill and kill and kill, and give these false motherfucking prayers of hope to the black community, which has never been effective and it never will. The last effective preacher that we had that put in fucking work was Nat Turner. He was a straight up ordained minister, pastor, just like the average pastor that you see, or the one that you go and you one of his parishioners. So we have to come out of this shit. I also listened to the conversation that Steve Harvey had with Monique as far as trying to get her to play ball and don't be like the poor people. You know, I'm trying to get you from, it's enough of them already. I'm trying to keep you from being like them. And a whole bunch of shit on how to say, fuck the people at the bottom. Fuck the have-nots. Play ball with these homosexuals and these lesbians and participate in these rituals. And you can have all the toys that you so desire. But one thing you niggas gotta realize, a toy is just what it is, a fucking toy. At some point it plays out or it breaks. And that's with all motherfucking toys. And so if you willing to give your soul up for something that's just here for a couple of years, that's just temporary, but live and have your energy in the spirit, not of your ancestors, but the spirit of your children, grandchildren, great beyond, and have them live in pure, eternal, internal. I'm talking about within the body, the soul, the spirit, the energy, in pure hellfire. And when I say that, don't get spooked out. I'm talking about, when I say hellfire and damnation, I'm talking about when your granddaughter becomes a full-blown crack addict. When your grandson becomes a straight-up dick-sucking motherfucking faggot. You know, when shit like that happens down the line because of the part that you play. When you have children that are born with limbs missing and they grow up poor on the fact of your behavior, of what you've done to your people during your time and era of existence here. So let's not get it all fucked up and twisted. And you don't have to accept this, but it's coming. You know, but you got to think of Tamir Rice. Now they got another little young guy. This guy Corey. Lil C-No Jackson, who is an upcoming rapper, was in a mall in Georgia selling little mixtapes. 12 years old, and was arrested and charged with felony disturbing the peace and felony trespassing. And this is how fucked up these crackers are. See, now, they would not be doing the shit that they're doing if they knew they weren't going to be backed up. See, they have white supremacy, the system of racism, white supremacy to back them. That's why they do this shit. But a little ice ape, snow monkey motherfucking cerebral palsy head motherfucking cracker baby that's in the mall selling motherfucking lemonade. They're interviewed by the local news station. And yet, this young boy, who was trying to be his own entrepreneur, was arrested and charged with felony disturbing the peace and trespassing. Now, this is the motherfucking kicker. He was never even charged with selling the motherfucking mixtapes. Never even charged with that. And see, this is how comfortable they have become with taking us out. Because there is zero retaliation for the self-hating niggas in this country. And everybody's talking about a religion. Everybody's talking about, well, if you believe in this, or if you go to the government and say you're white, or if you do this and you do that, shit will be different. None of it will change. None of that shit is going to change the consciousness of a savage. The only thing that will change the mindset and consciousness of a savage is another motherfucking savage. And so, until we get on that level, we ain't got shit coming. We don't have shit coming. Because that Black Lives Matter and all that, you know, standing up in front of the police while they got all this weaponry. You standing there with nothing but your shirt, your motherfucking tank top on, yelling. It'd be a whole different scene if you had went and got 10 of your homies like you'll do it in a drive-by with niggas that look like you. Go get them and get your grenade launchers, your motherfucking AR-15s and all this shit, and go to these motherfuckers like you do your brothers. And once you do that, see, the whole scenario, this picture will change. See, when they're standing up yelling, bleeding, crying, laying down, bust wide open, then the whole motherfucking scenario will change. We got to start respecting these niggas. Because once they realize that when they leave out and kiss their motherfucking cave bitch in the morning, that it's a 80% chance that they will not be fucking coming home. Not walking anyway. This shit will change. So you know we got some decisions to make. Be a pussy or be a man. The choice is up to us. The choice is up to you. Cause a lot of you enjoy being fuck niggas. You know, you enjoy being the old puss ass nigga, a weak motherfucker. And you sit back and you look at these motherfucking entertainers who they are far more weaker than you are. Far more weaker. Because what they make them do is the same shit you do. They just get toys for it. When you do a drive-by, they do one too. It's called sacrifice. Same shit. They just get toys for, they get prizes for killing their niggas. Look at Ice Cube. That motherfucking sucker. That sissy motherfucker. You know, how sissified, you know, Ice Cube is. And I'm going to talk about him and shortly. I'm going to get with him shortly. But look at this queen fighting these goddamn ice apes. What I struggle to understand is, why do you niggas have so much fear for the coward ass cracker? Number one, they won't fuck with you when you in a group. They only fuck with you when they in a group, when you by yourself. But when you with the parent or in a group, they will not fuck with you. Because they know they don't believe in anything even. Because by nature, they're weak as a motherfucker. They are the weakest motherfuckers on the planet, genetically. They're the last ones that were created. They are the residue of the original man. And they are weak as fuck. The only thing that they have been seasoned and thoroughly trained to do is become savages. Take over land, kill, fight, eat humans, fuck animals. This is something that they are seasonally, thoroughly trained in. If you look at the history of the motherfucking ice monkey, you will see that since their existence, they only been here a few days ago, 6,000 years. Everywhere that they set their pale, naked, white motherfucking, see-through, transparent, raw, naked motherfucking asses at, they have done nothing but cause havoc, murder, death. Everywhere. There's not a foot, there's not an inch on this planet, all 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth, that this motherfucker has not created havoc and stirred havoc, caused trouble, mayhem, murder, and bloodshed everywhere this motherfucker has went. Everywhere. There's not a place on this planet where this motherfucker has created peace. And until we get to that level where we don't give a fuck, it's do or die, that we have suffered too motherfucking long, that it's time all or nothing, that we will move. We will never move ahead. Never. It will always be like this at the least. At the least. That's the least scenario. Worst case scenario, body bag. And they know the system has their back. And they already know the protests are going to come. Get the checkbook out. Give the niggas the wrongful death lawsuit money. Which wrongful death means you're guilty. And go to the next nigga. Go to the next nigga. Because these motherfucking crackers are extinct. See, 20, 30 years ago, the numbers were different in terms of their population. So within the last 20 years, their numbers have dwindled down dramatically. Drastically. To a point where they are going in extinct. So in order for them to try to level the playing field up in terms of the population, they've been given authority to murder people of color. Whether you want to accept it or not. So Steve Harvey, all you motherfuckers that when Steve Harvey was talking to Monique about playing ball with motherfuckers, you know, it don't make no difference what part of the field you on. If you are a nigga and you gonna get what's coming to you. See, this mass incarceration and prison reform, that Democrat bullshit, that's just a whole bunch of talk. It's no reform for our 3 million brothers that are behind enemy lines right now. There's no fucking reform. The same shit still exists. Brother gets sentenced, over sentenced, unjustly sentenced, makes parole, The job market, all that shit still has walls up. So it's set up for you to go back and do what you did to get you in prison from the beginning. And that's how it goes. It's not that the black man enjoys going to prison. It's just some of these brothers, the majority, 2/3 of them do not have adequate resources to plug into once released. So most of the time they have no other choice but to go into survival mode. And this cracker sits back and wait on the black man and woman, yeah, the women too, to get to that level so he can send them back in. Because prison labor is a lucrative multi-billion-dollar business. What part don't you niggas understand? I just don't, I don't see the signs. Because Cory Booker, who was one that was pushing prison reform, mind you, he's already under the gun for his taste of black men. See, I'm quite sure y'all know about Cory Booker, that he loves young boys. He loves young black men. He likes to have his ass bumped out. He likes to be on his knees getting bumped out by a young motherfucker. And there's been several of these brothers that didn't want to put him on the spot that have freely and openly talked about Cory Booker. You know, his taste for a tossed salad, if you know what I mean. Because you never hear him talking about a whole bunch of women or anything. Cory Booker likes that meat. Plain and simple. So, I just need to put that out there so you all can be kept abreast in case he tries that nigga shit and makes an attempt to throw us under the bus. We will already be prepared. Because our sisters need to be in this mode here. But you got to be like this. And I'm telling you, for the purpose of your children. You spend most of the time, the most time with the child more than anybody else. And so you have to protect that child. You have to make sure you can't just send your child to school and pray that they make it home. You have to be available for them. Somebody strong has to be available for them in case they are stopped or pulled over by one of these motherfucking monsters. One of these savage goddamn crackers. And you sisters, you have proven to me within the last couple of years, a good portion of you on social media, that you are ready to throw down. A lot of you, you don't have that king. You don't have that king that you so desire. They could bring you up a couple of notches, and you damn sure can bring him up a few. So sometimes, sisters, y'all have to take the long route into grooming a brother and getting him back on his square. Because a lot of times, and I'm going to put you down with something, this man talk. When a brother knows that you got his back and that you're going to ride with him, you're going to ride for him, you bring the best out of that brother. And every black queen deserves a king. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Anybody interested in getting with the Street Law Soldiers, contact Shaka Sankofa. You know how to reach me. Well, I'm trying to build chapters in every city, because before the passing of Chief of Staff Brother Harris Abdul, we were pretty large, and we had dwindled down to a small number, but we're bouncing back day by day. And we want to go, I want to come to your town, your city, your hood, and lecture. So, anyone interested in the Street Law Soldiers coming in your hood, contact me, contact Queen and Zinga, and set it up so we can, because this summer is going to be a strong summer. I want to do something for Nat Turner. I want to do something for all of our heroes and sheroes, as well as the youths that are here now. The ones that are here now. Because our youths are not the future, they are our now. And so we gotta really put some motherfucking work in, and we have to stop this bullshitting and chasing these motherfucking illusions. You know, all this watching sports all motherfucking day. You can name everybody on the motherfucking Lakers roster, but you don't know your great-great-grandmother's motherfucking name. That's the problem. That's ignorance. That's stupidity. That's triflingness. And it's time for all this shit to stop. If you want some motherfucking liberation. Because, you know, liberation is not that far. It's within arm's reach. And it can be acquired by us if we just put the work in, do what we need to do, start linking up with one another. I'm going to come back with another video later on today. And I'm going to be talking about the sellouts. I'm going to be talking about the entertainment business. I'm going to be touching on R. Kelly once again. I'm also going to be talking about how we can, the best way to be prepared. I talked to a sister the other night about preparing for racial insurrection. But no wise general discusses total strategy where members of the opposition can hear about it. So that's why I want to do some lectures so I can see you all face to face and break some shit down to y'all on what we need to do to ensure our babies survive this whirlwind of events that's about to take place. Because this summer is not going to be all fun and surfs and sun. It's not going to be like that. It's not going to be like that. So we must prepare. We must prepare at all times. I'm not saying we're not supposed to go to the beach or, you know, or go to outdoor activities or social events or anything like that. But make sure your priorities are taken care of first. Make sure that your priorities are taken care of. And let me, and I'm going to leave you with this thought. Right now, if your door was kicked in by FEMA to take you to a motherfucking concentration camp for immediate extermination, what could you do to prevent that? Hotep, Black Power.